Test.
Test, test, test,
Good.
test, test,
Good.
test.
Good morning, college basketball fans. Wakey, wakey. We got eggs in St. Pete Bakey. 11 a.m. tip-off here, Rocco Miller. I'm Nemo Midvar. We'll be handling the broadcast today. We got the only show, not just in town, in the nation, here at the Showdown in St. Pete at the beautiful Eckerd College campus. Coppin State University is playing against the Central Michigan Chippewa. We saw Central Michigan yesterday barely get eked out by South Alabama. Rocco, what did you see with Central Michigan? What stood out to you with their coaching staff?
Well, I really admire that coaching staff. I mean, the way they adjusted throughout the game to continue to fight back with South Alabama is a very unique type of game, going up against such a variety of zone packages that the Jags threw at them. Clearly, the only way they could attack that zone was three-point shots. 44 three-point attempts, only 22-point attempts, Nima. Like, you just don't see that very often anywhere, but that was just what yesterday's game delivered to the Chippewas. Today, I think we get back to regular scheduled Central Michigan programming, which is attack the basket, feel out what Coppin wants to do defensively, much like we saw on opening night against Appalachian State. So I think they'll do that with Tamario Adley as the primary, maybe a little bit of Fat Brooks, and Jackson Whitaker. So those three can penetrate. If Coppin decides to collapse, you know Logan McIntyre's waiting for a three, but I think you're going to see way more two-point attempts today.
Yeah, on the other sideline, as you mentioned, Coppin State is going to look to collapse a little bit against the zone. What's up, Mo? We're live. How you doing? Mo Spates, NBA champion, walking through. So Coppin State, when they run their matchup zone, does look to collapse heavy against any sort of roll into the paint. Coppin State's led by head man Larry Stewart. Coach Stewart is not one of the greatest. He is the greatest player to ever come out of Coppin State University, one of the primary players and the captain in the 1997 team that beat South Carolina in the NCAA tournament. I had the very distinct pleasure of working with Larry at Bowie State University. Great mind. Also, fun fact, only undrafted rookie to be on the all-rookie team in the NBA when he played for the Washington Bullets. Coach Stewart and his staff are going to bring their version of tenacity and effort to our court here at the McArthur Center in St. Pete. Talking a little bit about the players that we're going to be focusing on today. You mentioned Tamario Adley. You mentioned Fat Brooks for Central Michigan. Give us a little bit more of a breakdown in terms of personnel for Central Michigan.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, Logan McIntyre is the sniper. You have to, if you're Coppin State's defense, you have to account for him at all times. He's going to kill you in any kind of catch-and-shoot situation, in rhythm, with any kind of space. So Central Michigan is going to continue to space the ball and play through. You know, like I said earlier, Tamario Adley will be the primary. Fat Brooks, he had 31% usage before we got to Eckerd College. Yesterday, we didn't see a lot of Fat as the primary usage guy. He was kind of more of a role guy. So I'm curious to see if that was like, all right, we're Central Michigan. We have all new coaches under Andy Bronkema. You have national championship assistant coaches as well, like Brooks Miller and the like. So I think they're going to – we're still November 14th, Nima. This is still experimenting.
They're still finding themselves.
I'm excited to see this because, you know, what they find today could go a long ways in what they do in the MAC.
On the other side, Coppin State has had a little bit of an injury bug. You can see them warming up right behind us. Yeah. Tosh Tweet, third-team MEAC selection, is going to give it a go today. He was an injured scratch against South Florida the other night on November 12th, so he just warmed up. He's going to try and give it a go. Favor Air, transfer formerly from Miami and Bryant, knee construction surgery. He's emerging a little bit as the season's evolving. But a player to watch for Coppin State, I want you guys to cue in on Tyler Koenig. Did a great job the other night against South Florida, just being solid, finishing around the basket. Big-time player. We got 30 seconds to go before the lineups. We're going to throw it to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back here at the Showdown in St. Pete from Eckerd College.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective and a a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast on the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Coppin State isn't just a name. It's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want to be? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
Central Michigan University, Ewell. Discover something new. Get experience. Get hired. Engineer solutions. Get experience. Get hired. Create art. Get experience. Get hired. Want a career? Come to CMU. Ow. On campus and online at Central Michigan University. We do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to rock and roll here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Again, we are on the beautiful campus of Eckerd College at the McArthur Center. We got Coppin State University, coached by Larry Stewart. We got Central Michigan Chippewa, coached by Andy Bronkema, former national champion coach at Ferris State, coach of the year, Division II level. Unbelievable coaching staff that he's assembled. A lot of winners over there. As the teams approach, we got Coppin State wearing the white uniforms today, Central Michigan rocking the maroon, and the ball's ready to be tipped up. And here we go, Rocco. Day two at the Showdown in St. Pete.
I think the big story that we didn't touch on about Coppin State is due to some unfortunate circumstances with the APR ruling, they are ineligible for the MEAC tournament and ineligible, of course, for the postseason. This is the only tournament Coppin State will be a part of all year.
That's right. As the ball gets going to Mario Adley, driving to the paint, fadeaway miss. Ball bounces out of McMullen's hands, and Hassan Perkins gets the rebound and pushes it. Hassan Perkins is your PG for the Coppin State Eagles as he gets his squad set up. Looking inside. Basil Saunders looks to Tyler Koenig. Koenig powers it in at the basket for two.
Beautiful job by you, Nima, to highlight Koenig in the broadcast. I thought, obviously it didn't go their way against South Florida by any means, but Tyler Koenig had a really nice night in that game. Really efficient player so far this season.
As Fat Brooks gets a nice pull-up for two, right at the nail. Coppin State sets up in their box set, looking for a post-up again for Saunders. Screen away. St. Williams comes wrapping around. Hassan Perkins passes to Tyler Koenig. Missed off the glass. Rebound by the Chippewa. Fat Brooks brings it, swings to McIntyre into the corner. Mullen for three, no good. Rebound by Monte Hall.
And just by those first two Chippewa possessions, you can tell it's a whole different game than yesterday.
There's no question. So yesterday, for those of you that did not join us, Central Michigan played a game all the way down to the wire against South Alabama. Exhausted themselves a little bit. Really exerted a lot of energy. Coppin State was off, so they got a little bit of fresher legs. As McIntyre gets the wraparound baseline pass, three-point shot short. Adley skies for the rebound. McIntyre gets another three, and this time it's good.
Logan McIntyre has not ever met a three-point shot he did not like.
No doubt. And if I was coaching him, there's not a three-point shot I would not want him to take. Let it go every chance you get. The offensive rebound there by Adley is going to be a key of this game that we got to watch for. Central Michigan really loves to go to offensive glass as Coppin State returns the favor, gets the put back two.
Koenig, 4 quick points for the Eagles in the right place at the right time, positioning his body in the perfect place to pick up a loose ball and put it in. Nice job by Koenig once again.
Clareball hands it off to Fat. Between the legs, gets it to Mullen, number 21. Another baseline skip pass to Adley for three, short.
You have to love the Central Michigan spacing so far. Obviously, they didn't get a bucket on that possession, but they were really spreading the floor efficiently and organized.
No doubt.
It's a really good sign for the rest of the game.
Point guard Hassan Perkins, the littlest guy on the floor, but he's already got 2 rebounds. He brought it up in the break. Central Michigan's first couple threes, other than McIntyre's swish, have been short on the rim. Again, something we got to watch for as the game develops. Blocking foul on McIntyre as Hassan tests his on-ball defense.
Yeah, and with Hassan Perkins going one-on-one against Logan McIntyre athletically, Coppin State has to love that. And, of course, Logan gives him the foul right away. And
baseline out of bounds, stack set. We're going to have guys breaking off, coming right down the paint, gets the ball up. Great. Balled him up, but then he did bring his hands down, so coaching point, hands come down below the toes. It's going to be a foul. Good call by the official.
Yeah, Nick Mullen's not happy about it, but you're right, Coach.
DeMariante Hall stepping to the line, ready to shoot 2. Coppin State taking advantage of the free throws. The coaching staff coaching the guys up, giving some instruction as Mr. Hall knocks it down. We got a 5-5 ball game, 16:58 in the first half at the Showdown in St. Pete.
Yeah, Hall had 10 points against South Florida the other night, going 4 for 6 from the line in that one. He went 7 for 10 from the line in probably their most competitive game against JMU when they were with JMU throughout the game.
As he switches another one, he's a really efficient player, goes about his business, junkyard dog, if you will. Coppin State showing a little bit of full court zone pressure, slowing him down, keeping the ball in front. Again, Coppin State will switch between a matchup, a man-to-man, and a 3-2. So you got to really take some time to dissect it, which slows the offense down just that much more. Ball goes inside to the short corner to Clareball, drives to a strong hand right, gets a hook. It's good.
Nice attack by the Chippewas there, but to your point, Coppin State's going to potentially roll out 11 to 12 guys today, plus a day of rest. They can afford to do three-quarter court pressure, full court pressure, so you see a lot of looks like that from Larry Stewart's Eagles today.
Turnover by Hussein Williams, as the ball comes the other way to Mario Adley. Travel. First turnover of the day, but credit to Adley's being aggressive as we got our first set of subs here for the Chippewa. Jackson Whitaker, Rodney Johnson checking in. Whitaker yesterday put up a lot of threes. Look for that to be the case again today as Coppin State enters in the ball. Hassan Perkins brings it.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to see if Whitaker penetrates more today because yesterday only allowed him to shoot threes, but we'll see how that plays out.
Coppin State will run this set several times. They clear out a side, get a ball screen, and let their guy go. Tyler Koenig right around the basket. Nick Mullen erases it. Fat Brooks, coast to coast for 2. I apologize to Nick Mullen, calling him Nick McMullen. I used to recruit a kid named Nick McMullen.
Yeah, Fat Brooks, of course, the pride of Grand Rapids, Michigan. One of the best friends of Kobe Buffkin, the former 15th pick in the NBA draft from a couple of years ago. We'll be right back. It's 9-6 Chippewas.
This is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun, and sing, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
All right, basketball fans, we are back here at the Showdown in St. Pete. 9-6, Central Michigan has the lead. Central Michigan starting out 50% from the field, 4 for 8. Coppin State, 2 for 6 from the field, both from Tyler Koenig, as the Eagles ready to inbound the ball. Hassan Perkins, the lead man for the Coppin State Eagles, will be advancing the ball. Fat Brooks showing a little bit of pressure and backing up. Just a bluff, just a bluff. All right, ball's coming in. Again, box set. We're going to see a lot of these from Coppin State. This right here, diagonal to post up. Tyler Koenig, great interior defense that allowed Fat Brooks to pressure the ball. Turnover, Eagles.
Yeah, a little bit of an adjustment there defensively by the Chippewas to apply some ball pressure, and it paid off there. It's segment-to-segment game, college basketball. You're always going to see adjustments right out of a break, and that was a great one by CMU to force the turnover.
Will Ashford has checked in for the Chippewa, had a big 3 yesterday from the corner to help bring the Chippewa back within one possession. Fat Brooks has got it at the top of the key, directing traffic. Nick Mullen, reverse to Ashford, stagger, curl, and we got a foul. Holding will be the call. We're going to see a lot of staggers going on from both sides. Defensively there, you got to show your hands. You can't be grabbing. Got to lock and trail, especially in Jackson Whitaker. They're setting those staggers, trying to loosen them up, get him an open look for 3.
Yeah, Nima, like I was talking about in the pregame, I think Central Michigan wants to get back to how they operated in that Appalachian State opener when they played so wonderfully well. They like to pick one corner or the other to operate out of, so you're going to see a lot of off-the-ball movement, trying to free up somebody in the corner and operate on that side on either side of the floor.
Coppin State, based on out-of-bounds defense, showing a zone look and causing a little bit of chaos. Ball gets squirted out. Jackson Whitaker for 3, off the mark. Rebound by Hussein Williams as he advances it to Taj Tweed, who is now checked into the game. Taj Tweed, well-traveled basketball player, has had stints at West Virginia University, Temple University, now is a Coppin State Eagle. Coach Stewart giving him some directions on what he needs out of him. Again, Taj did not get a chance to play in the last game, was nursing a little bit of a leg injury, but now he is back.
And, of course, Taj was playing at Fairmont State Division II last year, had incredible numbers there.
Foul against the Eagles. Fat Brooks was shooting. Fairmont State, big-time program, been a coaching breeding ground. People like Jared Calhoun of Utah State and Joe Mazzulla
we love
of the
those
Boston Celtics. Little fun fact for all the basketball sickos out there.
Basketball sickos love conference realignment rumors. Fairmont State heavily in the mix to try to move up to D1. Keep your eyes peeled.
I think you're right about that as Fat Brooks knocks it down. I had a extended conversation this summer with a board member of Fairmont State, one Ron Everhart, advises the board.
Breakfast and Fairmont State conversations. You cannot beat this, Nima.
Man, we're digging deep in the bag with 14:43 to go. 9-7 as Fat Brooks steps to the line to shoot 1.
Yeah, Fat Brooks is Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan 2024, a heralded recruit. Played for Dusty May at Michigan last year. Didn't get the kind of minutes he wanted, and he's now in the MAC. What a score for Andy Bronkema.
We got a sub after the free throw. Mario Adley back in for Fat Brooks on the Eagles side. We've had a couple changes. Torrin Andrews now be running point.
And speaking
Jamari Piercy also handling the guard position. And then Cam Sparrow, who's inbounding the ball, played last year for the Eagles. He is a junkyard dog, if you will, but at the guard variety. Look for him to attack, get into the paint, crash the offensive glass. He's a stat stuffer.
Now Central Michigan applying pressure all the way up to three-quarter court, really trying to extend this lead. They want to bury the Eagles as early as they can.
11-6 as we advance it. Johnson's got the ball to Jackson Whitaker. Ball goes inside to Clairbo. Baseline spin, comes back to a strong hand right. Adley rip drive. Whitaker looking inside, doesn't like it. Back cut by Johnson as Ashford now gets the ball. They're being patient with 9 on the shot clock. Step back 2. Off the glass. Did he call it? No one cares. It's a bucket.
With the kiss, Nima, with the kiss.
13-6. Central Michigan starting to edge away. Let's see if the Eagles can make a little bit of a run. His favorite air sets a ball screen up top.
Yeah, Coppin State running a lot of P&R actions right now, trying to free guys up. Central Michigan staying disciplined in their principles defensively.
Rodney Johnson brings it. Jackson Whitaker back cut off the glass, no good. Clairbaugh goes and gets it off the glass, lays it in for 2. Favorite air, got to give me a little bit more than that, man. Was giving you a shout out. Bishop McNamara's finest.
Yeah, Air's got a big responsibility with Clairbaugh today, 7-footer against 6'11". We didn't get to see that kind of matchup yesterday.
No doubt. As Taj Tweet has the ball at the top of the key and rip drive, Coach Larry Stewart goes back to his bench, brings in Tyler Koenig and Khalil Horton. His favorite air misses a contested 3. Not the shot we want, as Coach Stewart lets him know. Asks him, are you ready? Asking the same thing, Favor. Let's go. Come on, baby. Need you to pick it up.
That'll be his first foul, man. In the third.
All right, subs come in for the Eagles. I'd keep an eye on the minutes that Taj Tweet gets. Again, his leg was sore yesterday in practice, but he is now going to go get to the bench, and hopefully those few minutes loosen him up.
And Coach Stewart talked at length about how important the St. Pete Showdown is to the Coppin State program. It's their one opportunity to showcase the university, showcase these players on a bigger stage in a tournament. Like we said, they're postseason ineligible, and they have a grueling, road schedule with guarantee games. So this is their chance to try to pick up a win.
Yeah, as Cam Sparrow exits out to the baseline corner for 3. Cam Sparrow, for Coppin State to do what they need to do, Cam Sparrow's going to have a good game.
Absolutely. It's his 3rd year in the program, too. So Coach Stewart talked to us about him. He's expecting him to be a leader. A good start to the season is paramount for Mr. Sparrow, not just today.
Baseline drive kick, missed by McIntyre. Clairbaugh gets the rebound. McIntyre's activity around the perimeter is really impressive. This is what you want to see as a shooter. Doesn't stop moving. Jackson Whitaker, inside out 3 is good. 18-9.
And, of course, Whitaker and McIntyre roommates.
Yes,
love playing together.
Cam Sparrow, rip, drive, great play, miss for 3. Central Michigan outlet to Mario Adley, near sideline, closest to us. Sizing up Khalil Horton. Preseason first team MEAC selection.
Good spacing once again by the Chippewas on this possession thus far.
McIntyre 4-3, comes off, gets a clean look. Clairbaugh once again on the glass. Ball out of bounds on Clairbaugh. Coppin State Eagles ball. We got ourselves another timeout. It's 18-9 at the Showdown at St. Pete here at Eckerd College. We'll be right back.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's reconnect. Let's get it fresh from the Gulf. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
At South, opportunity roars, and it transforms everything in your path. Limits become tests. Challenges are accepted, and every unknown is only temporary. When a flagship leads your way, every horizon is yours to claim. Let's get out there and go, where only Jaguars can. Ready, South, go.
It is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
All right, basketball fans, we are back here at the McArthur Center on the beautiful campus of Eckerd College. Shout out to Visit St. Pete. Thank you very much for your support in making this event a reality. Yesterday we were joined by City Councilman Copley Gerdes, talked a little bit about the vision of the future at St. Pete, specifically relating to sports. We're going to be turning it up as the Coppin State Eagles throw it in. Cam Sparrow, baseline inbounds.
These guys at Eckerd College have been professional since we got here. I mean, it was just a total game plan right from the jump when we showed up. Locker rooms all set up, the venue beautiful. It's just such a great place for a tournament.
Khalil Horton in the corner for three. You can't let that happen. Rare miss out of him. If you give him a clean look, catch and shoot, bound to go down as the ball is turned over by the Eagles. Jamari Piercy playing with it a little too much. Dribbled off his foot, out of bounds. Central Michigan ball. Fat Brooks has it. Attacking the two defenders up front, looking to just slow it down as the Eagles are in their man-to-man right now. Again, something to look for. They're going to be changing up their defenses as Fat Brooks gets to the basket, goes up against Tyler Koenig and finishes. Koenig has got to cut him off. You can't give him that deep of an angle. Fat Brooks takes advantage and gets two.
Yeah, and Central Michigan's personnel switched up a little bit as well with three capable drivers with Ashford, Adley, and Fat Brooks. So they're kind of going pound for pound with Coppin's alignment.
Cam Sparrow for three out of the corner, inside-out look, no good. McIntyre has the ball, has it to Fat on the sideline nearest us, drives to his left, finishes with his left, rims out. Tyler Koenig skies up to get the rebound. Torrin Andrews pushes it, gets it to Cam Sparrow. Khalil Horton has got it on the wing, drive to his right, finish, no good. Tyler Koenig, offensive rebound, it is good. Tyler Koenig is going to be around the basket. He's a little bit of a land creature, not got a lot of lift, but knows how to wedge and get those angles to get those easy offensive rebound putbacks. You got to box him out.
Tyler Koenig played his basketball at Kutztown University last year, Nima.
Division II program out of Pennsylvania, good player. Coming into the transfer portal to Coppin State, wanted an opportunity to play Division I. He's got it.
Of course, the great Andre Reed, Buffalo Bill Hall of Famer, famous alumni from Kutztown.
Man, we're digging into the stat books. I guess there could be a potential over-under on random facts that we share with you guys today. As a shot clock violation goes off, Coppin State did a great job of really affecting those passes with active hands, making them milk the clock just a little bit more. That's the type of defense that Larry Stewart expects from the Eagles.
Yeah, make them go deep in the shot clock, put them into a situation that they don't prefer. Well done by the Eagles defensively on that possession.
Coppin State calls out their Indiana set, box set, taking it over to the side, clearing it out, going to bring a guy up the paint into a ball screen, but it goes right into Tyler Koenig.
Great block by Nick Mullen right there.
Nick Mullen, great second effort as an alley-oop up and good. Tamario Adley had his eyes peeled.
Great vision by Adley on that play. He made that play, and of course,
and you got to reward the big fella.
7-footer Clairbaugh dunks that with ease.
Way to reward the big fella for running in transition as the Eagles run the same play, bringing it out. Ball screen on the cleared outside, looking back inside to Tyler Koenig. Foul on the ground.
Foul called on number 5, Tamario Adley. That'd be his first foul, right? Number 14.
Foul is on to Mario Adley as the ball will be inbounded out of bounds on the baseline. Coppin State showing a box set. Clear cross screens. Now we got a little bit of a slice cut. Stagger for Cam Sparrow. He's got it, evaluating it. Big fella's guarding him on the perimeter. Drive, drop off, Miss at the rim, no good.
It's a great athletic move right there. Just got to finish.
Mario Adley brings the ball, swings it to Fat. Rodney Johnson, top of the key. Fat asks for it, right back. Gets it. Clear ball, top of the key on the pop out. Tyler Koenig guarding him from Coppin State. Great active hands, moving his feet. 13 on the shot clock. Again, making them work. Adley backs down Cam Sparrow. Outside kick. McMullen with the shot fake drive. Finish for 2. Nick Mullen playing a very solid all-around game on both ends. Blocking shots, getting rebounds, using the shot fake to create a high percentage 2.
Terrific job by him, and we saw it on the other end with Coppin. Basile Sanders in the game. He was the one who missed the bunny on the great athletic play. He played his basketball at Montgomery Community College last year, where he did everything up to 3 assists a game, 5 rebounds, and over 12 points. Coppin's really counting on him to add depth, so it's a big opportunity for him to get this to be able to play here in the first half.
Shout out to the Montgomery College Raptors, Coach Keon Blackman. Ball gets inbounded. Cam Sparrow's got an option. Comes back on the same side as the ball gets swung. Khalil Horton sets the ball screen up top. He's going to be a pick and pop guy looking for the 3. It's good.
Almost got an and one as well.
Almost got an and one. Referees didn't reward him. I agree. A little bit of embellishing, but it's a 10-point ball game, 24-14. Central Michigan's got the lead and the ball as Rodney Johnson shakes, bakes, spins, trying to drive. Step back 2 is good. Tough, low percentage shot. It's one of those where the coach says, no, okay, get back on D.
Yeah,
Horton thinks about it.
Hussein Williams, who just made the 3, he's seen his workload increase every game. Started only 8 minutes in the first game against Maryland. He had 27 minutes against South Florida. Coach likes what he sees.
Corner 3, no good. You'll see Coppin State on offense. They're going to be trying to, again, work the clock. A lot of back cuts, or at least fake back cuts to set themselves up. They forced the foul already because Central Michigan put their hands on them. That's another way that Coppin State can affect this game, getting to the free throw line through those type of cuts. Ball goes out of bounds on Coppin State. Fat Brooks on the drive. 7:16 to go. 26-14 at the Showdown in St. Pete. We'll be back after this.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective. And a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast on the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
All right, college basketball fans, we are back here at the McArthur Center at Eckerd College. This is the Showdown in St. Pete, and we are joined by NBA champion, St. Petersburg, Florida resident, and all-around great person, Maurice Spates. Mo, how you doing?
Man, thank you for having me. I'm doing good. To be able to see this kind of level of basketball in our area, in my city where I'm from, and raised and still live at, this is elite. Thank y'all for bringing this, and the city needed, especially being in this gym after the Hurricanes last year. this gym was flooded, so to be able to see basketball played in here is really good.
No doubt. Fat Brooks had the drive and bucket. Good finish at the rim. Before we came on, Mo and I were discussing on what he saw. And Mo, share your sentiment, what you noticed with your eyes.
It's two good teams in here. I think with Coppin State, I think if they made a couple more layups, the game would be closer than what it really is. They get to the rim with ease, but just having a hard time finishing.
11 a.m. tip, a little bit of crust in the eyes might be affecting those finishes at the rim as Central Michigan's Fat Brooks brings the ball across half court. Ball gets entered to Jackson Whitaker, almost went out of bounds. Fat exits out on the baseline. We got great quick hitter set. Yeah. Baseline 2. Mo, I've seen you with the clipboard. You're mean dude with that board now. What did you think about that set?
No, that was really good. Just getting the big fella, Central Michigan, getting the big fella a touchdown there. He a couple plays early. He ran the court really hard, got out of the hoop, layup, dunk. So you got to award the big fellas when they play doing all the hard things.
Offensive rebound finish and 1. DeMariante Hall. DeMariante on the floor right now.
Took a little bit of a hard spill there.
Took a little bit of a hard spill.
Yeah, he's hurting right now.
As he's being tended to, Mo, let's fill in some folks here a little bit on what you're up to. Again, I've seen you coach as a prep school coach. I say you're mean with that clipboard. You got some devilish quick hitters coming out of the sideline. Tell everybody what you're up to these days.
And like you said, I started my academy like 4 years ago. Then after 2 years doing that, I went to college, coached at Georgia Southern, coached at South Florida last year.
Yep.
I decided to get out of the college business and come back to the grassroots high school side. So coaching the high school, local Northside Christian high school. So I'm excited for it. We got a solid team. And it's all about giving back, giving these kids something that they never got before. Because the college game is a different game now, so you just got to be prepared and make sure they prepared.
Hall converts on the 3. Yeah. 3-point play. Go ahead, Rocco.
Mo, Georgia Southern or South Florida, did you recruit any of these guys or anybody that you have a good familiarity with on the court today that stands out?
Whitaker 4-3.
Man, you recruit so many people, man. You kind of forget. I see a couple of familiar coaches here, so I can't really say I did recruit any of these kids because I probably forgot, but definitely some talent here.
Sidestep 3, it's good. They're going to need a lot more of those from Khalil Horton if they want to get back into this game. It's 33-25, 41 to go. Mo, with everything that Mo just said, he's put actions into those words. He's been a absolute ambassador for St. Petersburg, Florida, this whole South Florida area, obviously a proud graduate of the University of Florida, and as I mentioned earlier, a NBA champ. Not a lot of those walking around, ladies and gentlemen. Ball goes inside to Garner, gets his shot blocked. We got 2 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline out of bounds. Central Michigan's ball. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here. Andy Bronkema is going to have to use one of his short clock situations, as they call the play. As a coach, I used to steal play calls. Proud of it. I'm not going to call out the play calls to make it easier for anybody out there listening. But ball gets in, gets blocked. Hassan Perkins is bringing it the other way. Pull up 2, no good. Tough shot right there, Mo. What do you think?
Yeah, analytic-wise, when pull-up 2s, if you ain't Chris Paul, you ain't Kyrie Irving, James Harden, them tough 2s right there. A lot of schools kind of going away from the long 2s, but he must be really good at it.
Yeah, analytically, like you said, not a great shot. We'll talk a little bit later on the broadcast about Coppin State's analytics as compared to Central Michigan. As Coach Bronkema is stomping his feet, wants to get the attention of his squad with 5 on the clock. Jackson Whitaker, ISO on the right side, spin. No good.
That's a
shot
violation.
Clock violation, second one of the day.
That didn't look good. He had an ankle turn right there. Hopefully it's nothing major. As we're looking at
Keenan Gardner.
Keenan Gardner played for Team Germany in the FIBA U19. One of our favorite players from yesterday.
Yeah, he was really good yesterday. Patient at the high post, made an impact. Not just passes that led to the shot, but sometimes the hockey assist. He got the pass out that led to the next pass that became the good bucket as they sub him out. He walks very gingerly off the floor. Cam Sparrow calling his team, asking for somebody to come get ready as they get a set called. Okay, here we go. DeMariante Hall saying, give me the rock, give me the rock. I would tend to agree. Khalil Horton coming off for stagger, 4-3. Good again. When he gets hot, it's going to be in trouble. We got a 10-point ball game, 4:23 to go at the Showdown in St. Pete. Fat Brooks has the ball. Coach Stu's asking him, back up. He wants his pickup point to reflect being back inside the volleyball line. Hassan Perkins is in Fat's grill. Picks up his dribble. Clairball's got the ball. They got to stop letting him get to his left shoulder to the right hand, but turnover as Coppin State has a chance to bring it down to single digits.
And Khalil Horton can get really hot. The last time Coppin State won a game, the regular season finale against Morgan State, Khalil Horton had 28, he filled it up.
And Hassan Perkins takes that ball coast to coast, in and out dribble, finish 4-2. Mo, thank you so much for joining us. We're at the Showdown in St. Pete at Eckerd College. We'll be back.
This is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
Central Michigan University, Ewell. Discover something new. Get experience. Get hired. Engineer solutions. Get experience. Get hired. Create art. Get experience. Get hired. Want a career? Come to CMU. On campus and online at Central Michigan University. We do.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's reconnect. Let's get it fresh from the Gulf. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
All right, we are back. Showdown in St. Pete. Thanks for being with us. 33-25, 3:53 to go. Khalil Horton, 3 for 4 from 3. All catch and shoot. The scouting report says you got to make them bounce. After that last 3, Coach Bronkema did not like what he saw, called a timeout immediately to address his group. But Coppin State is chipping away. Hassan Perkins, great job of steadying the ship and helping that comeback. On the other side, Clairball's been doing a great job on the glass, making some plays for Central Michigan. Rocco, ball's being inbounded as we're ready to get going.
Yeah, things getting intense. Coach Bronkema clearly upset with the last few of those possessions. You mentioned he was stomping his feet, but I think they're just starting to lose themselves mentally in terms of execution, letting Coppin State dictate the play. They can't have that if they want to put their foot down and have a good analytical result today.
And a turnover again. Hassan Perkins is applying just enough ball pressure to be a pest, to be a nuisance. That's what you got to do if you're an undersized guard. He's got a big heart. He is not afraid to go toe-to-toe with the former Mr. Michigan basketball Gatorade Player of the Year. Horns down is the call.
Yeah, Coppin State's bringing it. I mean, that's great to see. You know, they're not going to back down here at the Showdown in St. Pete. They're here as, you know, this is their treat for the season. They're going to play their butts off.
Little exit screen. Khalil Horton for 3 again. You can't let him get that, but he was in his face. Great contest. All right, ball's being brought by Ashford in transition. Hassan Perkins again climbs back up, wants to really impact the ball. Cam Sparrow, another guy not afraid to play great on-ball defense. Comfortable picking up 94. This time he's at the volleyball line. 13 on the shot clock. The ball just now getting inside the three-point arc to Clairbo. Drives to the middle of the paint, kicks out to Johnson for 3, no good. Nick Mullins skies in, rebound, finish for 2.
I like what Mullins bringing to the table today. He's blocked a shot earlier. He's finished a couple of times now. That's a great assertive rebound and putback.
Yeah, and we mentioned this yesterday on the broadcast. First drill of the practice here at the Showdown in St. Pete. Central Michigan was working on offensive rebounding. That was the emphasis, and you can see it on every single possession. They're going to the glass, looking to create extra possessions.
They're top 100 in the country in offensive rebounding so far this year in terms of rate. And obviously they're going to build on that today.
Hassan Perkins kick. Basil Saunders rip through, pull up 2. 35-27, 2:30 to go. Fat Brooks is running the show right now for the Chippewa. He's got an ISO opportunity. Crossover, kick out to Mullen for 3. Off the mark, Koenig this time, great box out. Makes sure he comes up with it with a 2-hand rebound. Perkins pushes for the Eagles. In and out. Hezzy, spin, drop off for 2. We got ourselves a ball game.
I was watching Tyler Koenig that whole possession. He moved his feet so nicely and had the post-up position. As the drive came downhill, he pivoted and created that space for himself for the easy deuce.
All right, push up, go under. Base ball screen defense right there to keep the matchups intact. Fat Brooks from 3, miss. Ball stays alive. Rodney Johnson gets it. Follow up, foul, and 1. Yes. Way to keep the ball alive. There was a lot of activity. You can't get 2 hands on it. Tip it so your teammate can get the ball. Rodney Johnson, the benefactor of that, gets an and 1 finish.
And if you walk back that possession, Nima, they operated the start of the possession down the right side. You saw cutters on the far side, so they're constantly looking to do that. They love operating from either the right side or the left side, not typically down the center, and it creates a lot of angles.
Free throws up, and it's good. 38-29 as the ball gets inbounded by the Eagles. A little bit of full court pressure. 2-2-1. Want to slow them down, give them something to think about. All right, Larry Stewart calls a set.
Chippewa's
gets
in
him set.
Man-to-man principles straight up here.
Koenig, ball screen. Got to be careful. A little bit of a illegal screen.
Yeah, lost shoe here, Nima. Ashford lost his shoe, and he's
Ashford
playing with a
lost shoe.
sock. And now we got a
referee
whistle.
Stop it for safety, although it would have been fun at 11 a.m. to have a guy running around the court with just 1 shoe.
I mean,
that's what you get when you got a standalone broadcast game here at the Showdown in St. Pete.
We were
You got wild things happening.
We were going to find out if he went to the beach today. We were going to see if there was sand on the court.
Might have been. You could do that thanks to Visit St. Pete in Pinellas County. Thank you, Visit St. Pete, one of our proud sponsors. All right, Hassan Perkins, picking up full court against Fat Brooks. Again, becoming a nuisance, just wearing down the ball handlers. Minute 10 to go in the first half. Central Michigan ball. Coppin State looking to push out that entry pass just a little bit more with the deny. Switched on the ball screen. Clairbow has it right now. Little continuity going side to side. Ooh, Fat Brooks contains himself, does not travel. Koenig guarding inside in the post. Clairbow getting to his strong right hand. No good. No good. No good. So what I'm referencing here, every time Clairbow gets the ball, he's dribbling to his left shoulder because he is a right-hand finisher. Coppin State's got to notice that and turn him the other way. We've got to at least have him prove that he can do that.
Absolutely, yeah, and Coppin State's doubling down on that. I mean, and it's obviously leading to shot clock violation here and a couple of other possessions where they had to go deep into the shot clock. We're going to stay here. We're not going to go to break. We got 45.3, folks, with the Chippewas leading 38-29. Coppin State can cut further into this lead, try to get this thing down to 6 or perhaps lower by halftime.
Absolutely. So we're staying here. They're going to the monitor review. Could be a time situation, not really sure. Don't really care. It's 45 seconds to go. We got great action here. They'll fill us in, the referees will, on what they're looking at. But right now, we got Coppin State, I believe, with the ball coming down. They're going to want to chip away at the Chippewas' lead. Ball, Coppin State. Here we go. We're ready to rock.
And the Chips want to fire up. Coppin State's goal is to cool them down.
Hey, man, we got all the entendres, the sayings, the hashtags.
But, yeah, in all seriousness, I think, Coppin State's done a really nice job. There was a point there halfway through the half, they were down 14 and in real trouble, missing bunnies, and they've just competed to get this thing single digits at half, ideally for them.
45 seconds on the clock would be a 2-for-1 situation. However, Coppin State Eagles are generally one of the teams that play at the slowest place in the nation, but right on cue, Khalil Horton takes a pull-up 2, miss. Again, you want to make him bounce. Once he bounces the ball, his production goes way down.
And we're going to see you should see a one shot, but they attacked there for a second. But, yeah, Chippewas will hold for 1, try to get this thing to double digits at the break.
Yeah, Coach Bronco wisely tells the guys, pull it out. Let's keep this thing to one possession. But with 13 to go, Buddy Johnson knocks down a three, gives him an opportunity to bring it one more time.
It's the old Nate Oates theory. If you see a good shot, take it. Don't matter what the clock says.
Son Perkins drives to his left, tries to shoot over the defender, no good. Tyler Koenig, offensive rebound and a miss. First half score, 41-29. Central Michigan leads Coppin State University. We're at the Showdown in St. Pete. We'll be back after these messages.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective. And a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast on the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
It is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
At South, opportunity roars, and it transforms everything in your path. Limits become tests, challenges are accepted, and every unknown is only temporary. When a flagship leads your way, every horizon is yours to claim. Let's get out there and go, where only Jaguars can. Ready, South, go.
Welcome to the halftime discussion here at the Showdown in St. Pete. My name is Nemo Midvart, joined by Rocco Miller.
What are you wearing, man?
You know what?
What's going on here?
It's an 11 o'clock game. It's bright outside. It's bright in here. They're letting it fly from 3. 4 for 13, Central Michigan. Slightly better Coppin State, 4 for 11 from 3. 3 for 3, both teams from the charity stripe. Rocco, Central Michigan right now controlling the game. What have you seen so far?
Well, Central Michigan's just trying to use this game as an opportunity to figure themselves out, play a lot of different varieties of way. We saw that segment to segment, different types of attacks, more ball penetration, obviously, than yesterday with them going against the zone all day yesterday. Now they get the opportunity to see some man, and that's been the big story on their side. On the Coppin side, in my opinion, they've actually done a really good job staying patient, finding the right shot. They've got a high percentage of good shots, and they've missed some bunnies. They've missed some open threes. If those start falling, we're going to have a real tight game.
Yeah, I think Coach Stewart's going to have to shrink the bench a little bit. Some of those subs that came in, energy went down, not up. Not a good sign when that happens, and that led to a little bit of a run for Central Michigan. If Coppin State can continue to connect from deep, again, Khalil Horton, 3 out of those 4, they can make this into an interesting ball game. Wanted to make sure we give one more shout out again. I'm wearing a hat and sunglasses provided by Visit St. Pete. Visit St. Pete here in Pinellas County has been a fantastic sponsor and proponent of everything that we're doing here at Showdown in St. Pete. If you want me to wear your hat and sunglasses, you can sponsor the halftime show next year. We had over 90,000 streaming yesterday.
It's amazing.
We had a $300,000 economic impact for Pinellas County, so we're really proud here at the Showdown in St. Pete, powered by Athlete Advantage, to make this thing happen.
And Nima won't say this himself, so I'll say it. Nima has been the brains of the operation since day one, putting this thing together. Congrats to you on getting this off the ground. That's the hardest part. And this is just going to grow and expand as the years go on. One of the cool things, too, you might need sunglasses to go to the bathroom here because you actually go outside. You get the beautiful sun during halftime.
That's what you get to do
in
in
Florida,
Florida,
show
man.
up here in a tank top and some bro shorts and go to the whatever.
That's
you
what
hang
you
out
get to
during
do.
halftime.
Hey, Rocco, last night, I think you and I contributed to the economic impact. We got to go downtown St. Pete, make sure everybody was behaving themselves. Really great time. Visit St. Pete, man. They really set this stage for us to do a big-time basketball tournament, and we're really grateful. We got 2 minutes to go in halftime. We'll be back after this break.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective. And a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast. On the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Welcome back to the Showdown in St. Pete at beautiful Eckerd College here in St. Petersburg, Florida. 41-29 as halftime comes to an end, and both teams are ready to get things going in the second half.
Yeah, Coppin State, you know, one thing we haven't talked about yet, they're one of the elite teams actually nationally at what I call forcing unforced errors. That's a tennis term, but what Ken Palm calls it is non-steal turnover percentage. They were top 20 in the country last year. How that happens, Nima, as you know very well, is that three-quarter court trap, that half-court trap, sometimes full-court trap, and all the terrific athletes and ball pressure. Coppin State wants to win today. They're going to have to really exercise that.
Hassan Perkins enters the ball in. 12 minutes in the first half, but really impactful, manning the ship for the Eagles. Nice little quick hitter coming out the gate. Khalil Horton pick and pop. Again, that's going to be something that we got to keep an eye on. Back cut. Great ball movement. Rejected at the rim. Both Mullen and Clairball at the rim, ready to stop the basket. And Tamario Adley brings it coast to coast, gets fouled.
I didn't think that was a great decision by Koenig. He knew he had two guys on him, plus the 7-footer included in that two-man package defensively. Probably needs to be wiser and kick that ball out. But here on the other end, good job by the Chippewas pushing it and getting to the foul line right away.
Tamario Adley gets to the line, ready to shoot these free throws. If you're at Central Michigan Chippewa and you want to pull away, you want to keep attacking in transition, especially off for a forced miss.
Right.
In Coppin State, like you said, got to have better shot selection. That's the best way that you're going to be able to chip away at this thing.
Shot selection's key for their offense and for their defense. They forced 6 turnovers, which, you know, it's a decent amount, but if you're going to try to make a difference in this game, they probably need to double that this half, get that up to 18 for the total game turnover amount.
Okay, as we've seen all tournament, after free throw, a little bit of pressure from Central Michigan. Looking to trap at the half-court line. Perkins tests it, brings it out. Coach Stewart calls a set.
Yeah, keep your eye on Khalil Horton there under the basket right now, trying to cut and free himself.
Okay, this is their continuity action that they run, going side to side, being really patient and delivering. Again, a lot of back cuts, a lot of movement. Their cuts are like a dribble drive action. That's kind of the way they use those cuts and those actions. They really want to impact the defense and loosen it up that way. As the ball gets inbounded and Hassan Perkins picks it up full court. Ball screen by Mullen to loosen up the pressure. Yeah. McIntyre's got it. Back to Adley. Inside look to Clairball. Little shake and bake to get back to his right hand. Tyler Koenig did a better job to force the miss. Horton cleans it up, brings it the other way. Basil Saunders has got the ball, spin move, gets to the paint, drop off to Koenig for 2, no good. Gets the rebound, Saunders blocked at the rim, but it's a foul. We're going to be shooting 2, Coppin State.
Saunders has a ton of potential. You can see it in his the way he can jump. I mean, he's got to have an incredible vertical. I don't know exactly what it is, but he also brings size himself. And, you know, obviously had a great year at Montgomery Community College. You're always curious, like, how are these guys going to translate at the D1 level? He clearly has the ability to take off this season. It's going to be a fun project here.
Saunders, 66% free throw shooter, makes the first. So the ball gets around the basket. Central Michigan is very disciplined. You might say, okay, they need to start shot faking to get around, but these guys are very disciplined to keep their hands back, keep their feet down, have great timing. So I don't anticipate that those shot fakes are going to make much of a difference. You got to drive to draw and then kick. That's going to be, I think, where the impact is made by Coppin State if they want to chip away at this thing.
Create more catch and shoots, and you know that we haven't seen a lot of that. It's been a lot of shots off the bounce.
No doubt. Saunders makes the second one and now picks up full court. Khalil Horton, again, push it up, going under
so that
they can keep the matchup. But Fat Brooks just gets down the paint, drops it off the Clairball, dunk 4-2.
That's taking candy from a baby right there. I mean, you left Fat alone, and then a quick, dish to big man for this flush. We'll be right back. It's 45-31. We'll see you soon.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's reconnect. Let's get it fresh from the Gulf. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Eckerd is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends. Where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator. For the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
Coppin State isn't just a name, it's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want to be? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
All right, folks, we are back here at the Showdown at St. Pete at beautiful Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida. We do have a special guest joining us here in this segment, Miss Gwendolyn Reese, 76 years in St. Petersburg County. I'm sorry, in St. Petersburg. Been an unbelievable advocate for the people of St. Pete, various minority initiatives, and the well-being of the city of St. Pete. Miss Reese, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
I'm going to adjust your microphone there. So as we built out this event with the help of one Andrick Frazier, former South Florida basketball player, we really identified, as we get a driving kick for three from Coppin State, identified folks in the area that have made major impacts in many ways. Tell me about just being a St. Pete resident and things that you've seen over these 76 years in this community.
St. Petersburg has changed in many ways over these 76 years. I grew up during Jim Crow segregation and during the Civil Rights Movement. So I have seen many changes in this city. Some I wish had not occurred, but most of them I think are positive. I think St. Pete is a great place to live and definitely a great place to visit. We are culturally and historically rich. We have incredible museums. We are an art destination in the nation. We have beautiful beaches. We have great people, and we have diversity. And I think diversity is very important in today's world.
Yes, ma'am. So as we are shifting our attention to what the action on the court, Coppin State University, a historic black college from Baltimore, Maryland. One of their reasons that they wanted to come and participate in this event, one, because of, as you mentioned, the beautiful beaches and the beautiful backdrop here in St. Petersburg, Florida, but because this is a destination that Coach Larry Stewart has grown to love because of all the reasons that you mentioned. But talk a little bit about an HBCU institution coming to St. Petersburg, Florida to participate in a basketball event, what that means to the community.
To me, it's important. St. Pete values its history, and particularly the history of the African-American presence in this community. We are a community, one of few communities with an African-American heritage trail, which tells the first 100 years of the African-American presence in this city, and the role that many of those black pioneers have played in developing the community we now have. For a historic black college and university, I think that's very important. And it's important in today's world when the history is being removed from colleges and high schools for people to have a first-hand experience of the history of who we are and what we can do and what we have done. I think that's inspirational for these students from Coppin State.
Absolutely, absolutely. Speaking of Coppin State, Hussein Williams, misses his first free throw, 47-31 with 16:56 to go. Miss Gwendolyn, you ever play some hoops?
No.
No? You look like you get out there and get a bucket.
I'm intellectual, not athletic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, Fat Brooks brings the ball across half court. Again, we got ourselves a 47-32 ball game with 16:40 to go. Media timeout coming at the 16-minute mark as Central Michigan looks to throw the ball inside. Rodney Johnson's got it. Strong frame, fadeaway two is good. Big-time player coming out of Texas. This is a kid that is going to be a big impact coming off the bench. in MAC play. Cam Sparrow drive to the basket, finish 2 and 1. As Miss Gwendolyn Reese loves the effort, we got ourselves a nice and 1 basket. What did you think of that drive right there?
I think it was great. I'm pulling for them. I really am. So I thought that basket was great.
Coppin State, the honorary home team. Gwendolyn, thank you so much for joining us here.
My pleasure.
Yeah, do you get a chance to watch a lot of basketball throughout the season?
Not a lot, but I do. Basketball, football, and golf. I was once married to a golfer.
Okay.
So I still watch a little bit of golf. Yes.
And we see you decked out in Tampa Bay Rays gear. And on the drive to Eckerd College, we can see the roof getting fixed as we speak.
Yes.
What does it mean to you and the area to make sure the Rays stayed in town?
Well, you know, the Trop has a history in our community and in our black community. But the Rays, aside from the Trop, because the Rays did not build the Trop, the city of St. Pete broke those promises and built the Trop. The Rays is important to our community, and we want them to stay here. And I'm a supporter, I'm a fan, I'm a lover of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Foul on Tyler Koenig, Central Michigan, inbounding the ball, baseline out of bounds. Ashford throws it into Fat Brooks, swing to Jackson Whitaker. Ball movement by Central Michigan is really good. Johnson for 3, off the mark. Rebound by Clairbaugh again, skying out there to get these extra possessions.
Yeah, one of the great things about the Tampa Bay Rays is they don't have the money that the Yankees and the Red Sox have, but they always compete. That's what we see with these 3 teams we have in St. Pete. They don't have all the money the big schools have, but they have great coaching, and they find the talent.
Yes.
It's pretty fitting.
They have the energy, they have the will, they have the ability, and we're seeing it.
Yes.
Johnson skies in for another big-time rebound, really making an impact with his athleticism, strength. Fat Brooks, crossover, gets to the basket, foul. We're going to be going to a timeout. Fat Brooks will be coming back on the other side of this, shooting 2. 51-34, Central Michigan University leads Coppin State. We'll be back.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective. And a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast on the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Central Michigan University, Ewell. Discover something new. Get experience. Get hired. Engineer solutions. Get experience. Get hired. Create art. Get experience. Get hired. Want a career? Come to CMU. Ow. On campus and online at Central Michigan University. We do.
All right, fans, we are back as Fat Brooks will be shooting 2 coming out of the timeout. Had an opportunity to connect with our wonderful officials, Stephen Perry, Jason Bradwell, and Josh Burton. We thank them. They're doing a great job. Amazing how I transitioned from a coach to a broadcaster, and I think refs do a great job. Isn't that funny how that works?
Not only the refs doing a great job, but you're doing a wonderful job too, Nima. Don't sell yourself short. And I think, one of the things that's really interesting about the referee life, we have 3 different officials every day. So we're going to meet 9 refs in 3 days.
No doubt. Okay, Fat Brooks connects
we
from 2. Gardner trips up, so we got a temporary advantage. Cam Sparrow's got the ball again. This is that continuity offense that Coppin State likes to run. They go side to side, a lot of back cuts. They're going to test you. A lot of times defenders, if they're not prepared, they get their hands on that cutter, drop off, finish at the rim, no good. Mullen gets the rebound. Fat brings it. He's really making an impact today. Fat Brooks, his pace and how he's bringing the ball has been fantastic.
Yeah, he's playing much better today. Andy Bronkma in particular didn't love that dribble drive going basically 1-on-3 there. Very low percentage chance of finishing. Kind of got lucky that the ball got knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Fat Brooks, as we've mentioned several times, former Gatorade State Player of the Year in the state of Michigan, transfer from Michigan, highest rated player to come to Central Michigan in a long time.
Grew up on chicken drumsticks, got his name Fat from that, and as a teenager loved chicken Alfredo.
I love chicken Alfredo. Maybe we'll get some in downtown St. Pete. Travel, turnover, we're going to be going the other way, Central Michigan ball.
Chicken Alfredo could be in our future with, coming off of a great night of stone crabs, Mr. Nima.
Yeah, stone crabs were absolutely fantastic here in St. Pete. So we got a 52-34 ball game. Kenan Gardner with the ball. Nick Mullen pops out. Jackson Whitaker looking for the back cut. Again, great shooter, so there's going to be a lot of pressure on that catch. He got a couple back cuts yesterday as Basil Saunders gets the ball in the breakaway dunk for 2.
Saunders gets an opportunity to show off that athleticism I was hinting at the end of the first half. I really like this kid.
Yeah, and look at Coach Stewart and his staff. Energized coaching, the bench at Coppin State, energized coaching. When you're a school like Coppin State, you're going to play out of your 13 non-con games, 13 difficult matchups. This obviously represents a neutral site opportunity, but most of Coppin State's season is going to be spent on the road in the non-conference. They're going to really hit their stride when they get to MEAC play.
Correct, and MEAC only has 8 schools, so they actually have to play 15 non-conference games, not to make it worse. But they're going to West Virginia, they're going to VCU, they're going to St. Joe's, they're going to Georgetown. They've already played Maryland. They got clocked by South Florida here the other night. This is their chance to really improve and have a chance.
Brutal schedule as Central Michigan, again, takes advantage of the push-up and go under ball screen defense. They're trying to keep the ball in front, but the guards are just getting into the paint. Transition 3 by Jackson Whitaker. It's good. Andy Bronkman says, hell yeah.
He's like, it's about time Jackson Whitaker takes a 3 in rhythm, because sometimes he tries to create off the bounce and it doesn't go as well. But he's a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, as he just proved.
Another block at the rim. Central Michigan really doing a great job with their timing on those shot attempts at the cup.
Yeah, Coppin State knows they're in a big hole right now. The biggest lead of the game as it stands, 21 is the margin. And Coppin State knows they have to be aggressive. No more holding the ball for a good shot and late in the shot clock with only 13:29. How many possessions do you think are left, Nima? Maybe 20, 25 total?
As a basketball coach, I can count by 1, 2, and 3, but I certainly can't do that type of math. I'm sorry. Put me on the spot. All right, we got a foul again.
I did put you on the spot.
So Coppin State, very adept at cutting to draw a foul. That's one of their MOs. They know how to cut to draw a foul. Same set, line set. We're going to have Hall cutting down, gets the ball.
Keep in mind, Coppin State's got to play South Alabama tomorrow, so we'll see how if the margin stays at this level, they'll have to manage their minutes a little bit.
Yeah, Hall with a slight chicken wing to get a little bit of advantage to get to that right hook for 2. Speaking of South Alabama, their staff here scouting, getting prepared for the game tomorrow. Their team starting to arrive, get ready for their practice after this.
The great Riley Conroy, assistant coach, son of Ed Conroy, sitting right behind us scouting, one of the hardest workers in college basketball. Does a terrific job with the Jags schedule. Get neutral court games all over the country. They just announced a game against New Mexico State next month.
In Caddy, Texas.
That's how scheduling works these days, folks. You can put games together on the fly. When you need something, you can get it done. Never give up.
Cam Sparrow takes the ball in transition, gets fouled on the drive. Coppin State inbounding the ball. Jamari Percy with the rock, ready to throw it in. Box set for the Eagles. As the ball gets inbounded in, 2 Hall, swing, stagger, 3, look for the lefty. No good. Claire Ball with the rebound, cleans it up. Tamario Adley is bringing it. Gets their transition spacing. 5 wide running in transition. A lot of spacing, which allows Claire Ball to get the ball.
There's that pump
patience,
fake.
hot shot fake, finish 4-2.
That up fake can be so effective when you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah, so there's the difference. You got to be disciplined on the shot fake. You got to be second to leave the floor. Coppin State leaves the ground and gives up a higher percentage shot.
So now you got total panic mode for Coppin State, and Central Michigan can just chill and manage their possessions. It's more than just the score; it's the mental side of the game. Central Michigan can stay patient.
Yeah, they're helter-skelter right now. 12-18 in the second half. They've got to get themselves under control. You see some guys grabbing their shorts, a little bit of fatigue setting in. The bench had a lot of energy going into it. They're going to have to keep that up. Again, non-conference for MEAC institutions, SWAC institutions. It's a grind. Got to play a lot of bye games. Makes it complicated, but you got to consistently improve each possession. That's got to be the mindset to be able to get ready for conference play. As a drive attack, Cam Sparrow wanted the charge. Don't disagree with him.
Yeah, Taj Thweet, one of the stories we haven't mentioned, he gave it a go today, but only played 2 minutes, hasn't been back. You have to think that injury is still hurting him quite a bit.
Yeah, Taj Thweet sitting at the end of the bench and still cheering his teammates on, but he's not able to go. 11:49, foul, baseline out of bounds when we come back. 59-38 at the Showdown in St. Pete in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's reconnect. Let's get it fresh from the Gulf. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Coppin State isn't just a name. It's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
Central Michigan University, Yule. Discover something new. Get experience. Get hired. Engineer solutions. Get experience. Get hired. Create art. Get experience. Get hired. Want a career? Come to CMU. On campus and online at Central Michigan University. We do.
All right, fans, we are back. Shout out to the 3,500 that are tuned in right now, watching us live here at the Showdown in St. Pete at Eckerd College, St. Petersburg, Florida, as Coppin State's ready to inbound the ball. Coppin State is not connected from a 3 this half, 4 for 15. Big storyline there. They're going to have to make a couple shots if they're going to want to chip away at this lead. Khalil Horton gets the inbounds. Ball gets reversed as they come right back to Cam Sparrow, top of the key, looking inside. Percy's got it on the wing. This is consistent with how Coppin State likes to play. Milking the clock, down the possession. They want to play less possession game.
Yeah,
Khalil for 3.
Central Michigan is showing man-to-man principles, but it's also a no-middle defense as they force Coppin to work the perimeter on that possession.
Khalil Horton had a clean look right there, slightly off balance, didn't go straight up, straight down. As a foul is called, Coppin State bench, not a big fan of that call.
Foul is called on number 10, Cameron Sparrow. That'll be his third foul.
Ball's going to be inbounded from the side, Central Michigan. 59, Coppin State 38. 11:20 to go.
I'm so impressed with the Central Michigan coaching staff. I mean, they just have so many winners. You talk about Brooks Miller, the defensive coordinator, won the national title 2 years ago at Trine at the D3 level. You have Jim Lake, Wisconsin Stout, Coach of the Year in his conference a few years back. Josh Fleming covers the Chicago area with a terrific tenacity for recruiting. They've got the MAC region covered like a blanket.
Shout out to Josh Fleming, listening from back home. Cam Sparrow misses for 2. Yeah, again, we mentioned it yesterday. If you're an athletic director, you start looking at resumes and you see national champion, conference champion. As McIntyre goes up for 3, missed, no good. You might start to say, okay, there's a lot of consistency here. Might want to get some of those national champions in my program. As Percy makes the tough 2. Jamari Percy,
Nice take.
lefty finish. He is a lefty. Took a drive to the right, set the defense up to get back to a strong hand. As Fat Brooks pushes off, gets the edge.
Yeah, that's a
and
hold.
a foul call.
You got Piercy there clearly grabbed the arm, but maybe not a bad foul. He had a step on him.
Next foul is the bonus for both sides. 16 fouls each.
And we have a lot of time left, Nima.
Yeah, we do. So this could be a free throw shooting fest going down the stretch. 19-point ball game is your spread.
If you have a long-term investment in the charity stripe, that's great news for you.
See a lot of folks inside the chat invested in the margin. Shout out to you, sickos. Glad to give you guys an opportunity to watch some hoops uninterrupted by other games here. Tipping off at 11 a.m. as Johnson gets a 3-point shot in the corner. Khalil Horton gets the rebound. Davion Linder checking in at point guard right now. He's the one bringing it up. Gets it to Horton. Driving, looking inside to Koenig.
We got a ball coming here.
Great hustle.
Good hustle.
By Mac. You're good, buddy. What a polite young man.
Well, Logan knows we're saying good things about him. You want to come personally thank us? That was very nice.
Logan McIntyre racing over here to save the ball, then apologizes, even though he really didn't bump into us. But brownie points here from the broadcast crew to you, Logan McIntyre.
It's a great reminder that I should probably break a sweat today. Mr. McIntyre is getting his in right now.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, we got to drive again, going to his strong left. Coppin State, again, one of their staples within their offense. When they drive, they want to get into the paint, jump stop, and then the cutting actions begin. As Adley got inadvertently elbowed in the face there after the shot attempt.
That might be a reviewable situation, too, if you have an elbow above the shoulders. I don't know if it was the elbow. We didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah, no, I saw it. He got popped in the face. It was definitely accidental. Just bumped into his face after the shot attempt.
So no review on that situation. And shaking up, but he looks like he'll be okay long term.
No review needed. Ball's going to be inbounded here.
We got a sub for Adley. He'll get a breather.
Johnson's going to be inbounded the ball. Ashford and Whitaker here to get the ball. Okay, they're going to the benches to take a look.
Now the refs want to talk about it. Maybe they heard us talking about it, and then they decided they want to.
They're going to take a look. So just by rule, just so fans understand what's going on, by rule, anything that draws contact, whether it's intentional or not, shoulder and above, is reviewable and can be deemed a F1 flagrant foul.
There's also a flagrant 2 opportunity as well.
And to be a flagrant 2, yeah, no doubt. Thank you for the explanation. So referees coming over to the table, just letting us know what they're looking at. In my opinion, it was just part of the play, inadvertent. Don't think that it warrants a flagrant. However, by the book, that could be called a flagrant 1 foul.
And Nima, you see it all the time. I'm watching games, basically every day the college basketball season. You see inadvertent elbows. The guy's definitely not trying to do it, but they still have to call it. And with these cameras nowadays, you'll catch stuff that never used to get called in the past.
No doubt. So take a moment here to give you guys a little fun game to play at home in an opportunity like this, okay? Every time there is a media timeout or a review, take the score, so in this case 59 to 40, take the second digits, add them all up. if every person has a number and get a group of 10, you can put $1 in the pot, $2 in the pot, $20 in the pot, get crazy with it. That person wins. So right now, if somebody had the number 9, they'd be the winner. Play this game every single Final Four with a bunch of my friends.
Every college coach in the country watching right now has a grin from ear to ear. It's called the dollar game.
Dollar game, that's right. None of us play it at the Final Four, actually. We visualize it because none of us gamble.
It really takes.
Ha ha he he.
Well, the coaches are as disciplined as their players.
Of course they are. But I'm not a coach anymore, so I can talk about it. Ashford drives over, looking inside to Johnson. Again, gets to a spot, inside post play, easy two. Man, that's a hard thing to guard, man. This dude right here, you get him the ball down on the block, he goes to work. He's now scored going over his left shoulder and his right shoulder under control as Horton puts the shot up and gets fouled.
Yeah, beautiful body control by Johnson Jr. there. I mean, he gets in position. He uses his pivot feet perfectly and uses that frame to position himself for an easy deuce.
He's a guy that if you put a 3-man on him, he can take you down low and post you up. You put a 4-man on him, he can play on the perimeter. So he's going to be a matchup problem as we get to the MAC play.
He's putting a little bit of a stat line together now with 12 and 6 as well.
Yeah, really, I've just been really impressed with him. And
in only 15 minutes.
On our practice day when we watched him, his on-ball defense was spectacular. Not a player that I was familiar with coming out of the great state of Texas. That's a little bit out of my recruiting jurisdiction, but he's really showed something to me here, and I think he's going to make a big impact for the Chippewa this year.
That shocks me. I didn't think anything was out of your recruiting jurisdiction. The man that's going to Rio de Janeiro in a couple days.
There's a lot of goons out there in Texas recruiting. I'm not well equipped to outmatch those goons. I keep it on the East Coast International. So Son Perkins picking up the ball for Coppin State again. Johnson's got the ball. Whitaker wide open 3, good.
And we.
Feet set, good.
Nice shot there by Whitaker. While we're talking about Johnson Jr., we should mention he had a great year at Tennessee Tech last year in the OVC, averaging 13 and 6 basically. And now he gets to move. You would consider a move from the Ohio Valley to the MAC, a move up the college basketball ladder, and clearly this is a big piece to the Chippewa's future.
30-second timeout, not going to become immediate timeout because it's not at 8:30 or below, so we'll keep it right here. Jackson Whitaker, as you mentioned, big-time player coming out of Tennessee Tech last year.
No, that was Johnson. Whitaker is Ferris State.
Oh, my bad. But either way,
yeah,
a guy like Whitaker who has his feet set, gets a rhythm 3, you're really playing with fire, man. You're really playing with fire. So defensively, Coppin State has got to address that better. They've got to find those shooters, run them off the line. On the other side, Central Michigan, that's their philosophy. Talking to the coaching staff here before the game, they want to run shooters off the line every single time, bar none, and not give any of those catch-and-shoot 3 looks.
Well, Whitaker, you look at his stats last year from Ferris State, shot at 43% from 3. That's a crazy percentage.
That's a crazy number.
And he obviously had a tough day yesterday. I think he was like 1 for 9. But the essence is when you hire these Division II coaches, there's a good chance they're going to bring some of their guys with them. That's the other benefit of hiring one of those amazing D2 coaches like Central Michigan University did a terrific job doing. You get a couple really key players that know the offense, they know the system. Whitaker is exactly that.
Jamari Piercy drives left, finish again. He's energized. He's imploring his guys to let's go. 20-point ball game, 64-44 is another turnover forced by Piercy.
A little friendly fire, but that's good. That's a good problem when you're playing that tenacious defensively.
Son Perkins has it, dribble handoff to Saunders.
And that last turnover goes down as an unforced error in KenPom. So Coppin State, top 20 in the nation at that last year. This is what they do.
Percy drive right, finish left on the float. No good. Rebound by Hall. It is good.
Yeah, Coppin State is not interested in backing down, as you can see right there in front of your face.
Man, they're fired up. You got the athletic trainer over there getting rowdy. You got the coach, the injured players giving their guys energy. They're not gonna quit. But we're gonna take a break. 7 minutes and 49 seconds. 64-46. Central Michigan has the lead against Coppin State. We'll be back after this.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's reconnect, relax, and recharge. Let's discover a world-renowned art scene. Let's find a whole new perspective. And a whole lot of inspiration. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's toast. On the Gulf Coast. Let's leave with no regrets, but plenty of souvenirs. Let's trade in the to-do list for the bucket list. Let's enjoy a change of scenery for a change. Let's totally lose track of time. Let's ooh and ah. Let's marvel at masterpieces and make some of our own. Let's take the escape route. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's stay up past our bedtime. Let's try one of everything. Let's soak up every sun-drenched minute. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
You should screenshot that.
All right, we're back. So Rocco Miller and I just took a peek. No, we should have. We just took a peek at the chat. Oh, man, we've got some very, very sick puppies in the chat. Cash Patel might be coming directly for you, man. You guys wagering these type of funds on an 11 a.m. game. Tisk, tisk, tisk. All right, 7:49, Central Michigan inbounding the ball. 4 cross baseline, full court inbounds pressure release. Fat Brooks sets a screen and tries to go long. His brother now has the ball. The Brooks to Brooks connection. So Fat Brooks and his brother Jordan Brooks both on the court at the same time. Pretty cool moment for his family.
Yeah, Brooks with the noticeable leg brace there, trying to play through it.
And right away gets a three-point shot off, misses. Hassan Perkins with the rebound, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be Central Michigan ball.
And the Eagles step out of bounds.
As a man who's had bad knees for the last 10 years, I feel for Mr. Brooks. I hope he doesn't go through anything I had to go through.
No doubt. I gotta turn this chat stream off. I'm now blinded with the hilarious action in the chat. But y'all keep it up. Y'all have fun over there. I'll just get tuned back to the action here in the Showdown in St. Pete at Ecker College.
One of the joys of YouTube, Mr. Nima.
I was not aware. I was literally not aware. All right, ball goes inside to Nick Mullen. Inside-out shot to Whitaker. Great closeout to eliminate the three-point shot. Fat Brooks misses the two, rattles out.
Halfway in. That was halfway in.
Halfway in. Tyler Koenig gets the ball. Hassan Perkins slices it in transition. Percy, shot fake drive.
He had the entire chicken Alfredo without the sauce.
Without the sauce. All right, Hall goes up to get it. Does not, but ball goes out of bounds. Referees say it's Coppin State ball. 6:52 to go, 64-46.
Yeah, I mean, Coppin State's really taking a good approach to the end of the game, taking it one possession at a time, trying to apply ball pressure, never giving up. It's a great lesson to teach these guys. They have to go through this too often with their non-conference schedule, but in the MEAC, it's really going to pay off. We talked a lot about that at halftime, Nima.
All right, so get into their option set where they got a single double coming out. Percy's got it driving to his left where he likes to go, and we get a foul called. Coppin will be shooting 1-1 because the foul was on the floor. Jamar Piercy has shown he really loves to get to that left hand. And as you mentioned earlier, Rocco, Central Michigan's principles are no middle drives, so there's 2 no-nos there. Personnel driven as well as just general defensive principles driven.
Yeah, you're seeing Larry Stewart, the head coach of Coppin State, extremely animated. Had a couple guys out of position on that where he wanted them to be. Larry Stewart, what a family. I mean, his nephew, Sidney Stewart, at the end of September was leading the Big Ten in sacks for the University of Maryland, a team they played on opening night, Nima.
Shout out to the Terps. I'm a proud University of Maryland grad as Clairbaugh gets fouled. Hassan Perkins, the shortest guy on the floor, battling the tallest guy on the floor. But Nathan Clairbaugh gets the foul call. We're going to be walking the other way, rather slowly, I might add. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's go, Chippewa. Let's get to this other side. Shoot these free throws. It's going to be 1-1 when they get there.
Yeah, we could quickly see a foul festival if these teams aren't careful. But we are in the 1-1 situation, so we could get some action if there's a miss early in the free throw sequence.
Clairbaugh puts his first one up, and it's good. Really impressed with Nathan Clairball. Great touch, great feel around the basket. Defensively, a lot of patience. Not going to gamble, overextend himself, and moved his feet pretty well in the perimeter when he switched up on defenders yesterday as he makes the second.
Sure did. And, this lineup combo is interesting. This is almost like a mini Michigan. You know, Dusty May up at Michigan loves to play the two bigs together. These are the two biggest guys on Central Michigan playing together. And you got then you can play your three smaller guards next to them.
Yeah, and there's, as Perkins slices to the basket, Koenig once again gets the tip in. Mullen asking, hey, that was above the cylinder. He might have been right. Sorry, didn't get it. But, you know, in the non-conference, you want to test out different lineups. There's no substitute for in-game action to try a double big lineup and get some film on it to see what works. Coach Bronkema, who's got his legs crossed right now, feeling comfortable about the outcome of this game, is able to do that. That's only going to impact them in a positive manner moving forward.
Yeah, and then after today, they'll have a 6-day break. They don't play again until next Thursday against Northern Kentucky at home, a game they've got to win, because 2 days later they're at Marquette for a guarantee game, which is, you know, almost an analytical loss on paper. So they're trying to figure out what they got to do against Northern Kentucky to get that W, knowing what's coming up next week.
Yeah, they got a tough schedule coming ahead. Northern Kentucky, former Division II powerhouse, now turning into a great Horizon Division I team. Big-time arena, big-time setup.
Darren Horn's doing a tremendous job there. They've broken through to the tournament a couple of times already under Horn's tutelage. They ran the best defensive zone mixture in the Horizon League. Central Michigan will have their hands full in that one.
Rocco, as you said it, we might be shooting a lot of free throws. It's a foul fest. We had a push in the back on the free throw box out. We're going to be going the other way now, as there were no ticks off the clock.
And if Greg Campy's watching, I'm sorry, Oakland's right up there with them. Don't worry, Greg.
That's right, Coach Campy. All right, so DeMariante Hall is going to be shooting 1-1 on this other end.
Yeah, we do have a full-on free throw festival. That's a lot of Fs. We need to get back to the B's. We need to get back to the B's. We got blobs, we got box sets, we got breakfast, and we got ball.
And we got beaches.
We got so many B's. The F's are way less fun, let me tell you that.
All right. As subs come in and out, Logan McIntyre back in the game. Central Michigan also with Fat Brooks, Tamario Adley, Nathan Clairball, and Rodney Johnson. DeMariante Hall knocks it down. On the floor for Coppin State right now, Hassan Perkins, Jamari Percy, Tyler Koenig, Basil Saunders, and the aforementioned DeMariante Hall shooting his second.
Yeah, Hall's perfect 4 for 4 so far from the line. He makes this, he'll be tied for the team lead in points with 11. And he's got a nice touch. I like the
nice
on
touch.
that.
He's the type of player that can impact in the MEAC. You got some undersized bigs that are really productive in that league. And again, in the non-conference, it might be a little bit tougher when you're going up against a 7-footer. But in the MEAC, you got to have guys that can move their feet and guard multiple positions. As a drop-off pass to Clairball, and he finishes.
Fat with a beautiful dish.
Yeah, he's a good player, man. I could see why he was picked to be the Gatorade State Player of the Year several years ago, and I can now see why he is a Chippewa and an impact player, as Percy drives right, tries to float it back left over the outstretched defender. Clairball doesn't let the ball bounce, wisely outlets it to Fat Brooks. He lowers the shoulder, doesn't get an offensive foul, finishes 4-2.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
The Central Michigan Chippewa were picked, Rocco, remind me, 14th in the league, last or second to last?
12th out of 13.
Wrong, not going to happen. That's absolutely foolish. I'm just letting you know right now, this team is a damn good team. They've put together a great roster, and I think they're going to absolutely outperform that ranking.
I'm a proud voter in a lot of these leagues, unfortunately not in the MAC. If you're a MAC voter, look at the coaching staff next year before you put your 13 together. That's unbelievable. And we're going to break. It's 70-51. Stay with us. We're going to have great commentary coming your way from St. Petersburg.
Central Michigan University, you'll discover something new, get experience, get hired. Engineer solutions, get experience, get hired. Create art, get experience, get hired. Want a career? Come to CMU. On campus and online at Central Michigan University. We do.
All right, we are back here at Eckerd College at the McArthur Center. Beautiful, beautiful venue, beautiful campus. This is the Showdown at St. Pete, powered by Athlete Advantage. My name is Nemo Midvar, joined by Rocco Miller. Teams are still in the huddles, in their timeouts. 5:18 to go, 70-51, Rocco.
Yeah, Central Michigan, again, with them being brand new as a staff, and these players all being new, some of them, of course, coming from Ferris State. It's really critical every minute of action you get with these guys this early in the season to practice, different scenarios, different lineups, as Nemo was talking about, because you're going to be in all these big-time games in the MAC where the margins are extremely thin. So they're going to coach this game to the final horn. And, of course, with the net rankings, we don't know what that's going to mean. We know what it means for the MAC. In February, you have another Sun Belt Challenge game based on the net. So every bucket matters for the net.
The Sun Belt MAC Challenge is every director of operations' nightmare. You get a random game scheduled in February. In transition, alley-oop up for two. Nick Mullen finishes, asks, where's the call? Speaking of call, when we were at the break, that was actually a challenged call, not immediate timeout. Our bad. Wasn't aware as the ball goes out of bounds on Percy. So what happened there? The coaches are allowed to challenge calls. They challenged the call right there. Call stood, but that's what that was. So we still do have immediate timeout. Yeah, we got our first challenge of the Showdown at St. Pete.
I love that. And I would just say administrators need to sack up when it comes to the MAC Sun Belt Challenge, because guys like me that love college basketball, I can't get enough. We need more non-conference games in February. As difficult it is to pull off, the sport needs that.
Yeah, no doubt. It does help the sport. Doesn't help if you don't have a charter plane, but it does help the sport. So here we go. Tamario Adley driving baseline to a strong hand. Johnson gets it in his sweet spot, gets him on the perimeter post, turn around, fade away, miss for two. Don't think he needs to fade that much. Nobody's blocking your shot, big fella. You can go straight up on that turn, but that's a big-time move. He's really under control and comfortable in that setting, but fouling in Central Michigan, so now without any ticks off the clock, Coppin State comes in the other side to shoot 1-1.
Yeah, a little bit of a reach in there, a little unnecessary, and the officials today they've been consistent with that.
Son Perkins steps to the line, ready to shoot 1-1, 66% free throw shooter on the season coming into this thing. Knocks it down.
That's his first one today?
Yeah, I really like his demeanor. I like how he's gone about his business today, handling the point guard responsibilities for Coppin State University.
He's got 4 assists on the day and looking to add to that.
Knocks them both down, brings the margin within 20. 19-point ball game. 4 minutes, 35 to go. Fat Brooks finds Logan McIntyre. Alley-oop. McMullen who gets the foul. Falls down hard.
Just a massive slam, but he lost the grip on the rim at the very end of the dunk, Nima.
Yeah.
And just spilled right onto his back. Let's hope Mr. Mullen's okay.
No question. Ball got moved up in transition crisply. Thing I'm really impressed with is they're going to go review this, make sure that there wasn't any funny business.
He just slipped his hand slipped.
Yeah, the guy was underneath him there. That's what they're going to go double check. That being said, the ball moved up the sideline crisply without it hitting the deck. We've seen that a couple times now. That is clearly a coached behavior in transition, and that's going to lead to easier buckets for the Chippewa.
And the other thing, Central Michigan radio right next to us, man, that was the loudest slam I've heard. Getting the fine folks of Mount Pleasant fired up. That was a tremendous alley-oop slam. And as long as Mullen's okay, as long as it was a clean play, what a wonderful experience we got to see that.
Yeah, so as the referees huddled up to review that call, just to recap, 74-53. Central Michigan comfortably in the lead this contest, as both teams are really working on fine-tuning their their actions, their sets, as we go into the second tier of the first month of non-conference play.
This is free synergy data right now, Nima.
Free synergy data.
You're going to filter and sort by these lineup combos. And you guys might laugh if you're listening to this, but it's real. Like, some of the decisions that come in future games could be based on what you see here in the last 4:31 for both Central Michigan and Coppin State.
All right, I'm going to reference all the sickos in the chat again. So Synergy, for those of you who are not aware, is a database for all college basketball, really all basketball of all levels at this point, international, professionally. It's categorized as sorts. Hold on one second. We're going to get an update here on what just occurred. Thank you very much. So common foul, one shot, no foul.
So it's an
business
and one on the alley-oop.
Yeah, and one on the alley-oop. You know, if Nick didn't hit the ground so hard, we might have had a much better celebration for.
He had us covered over here in Central Michigan.
No, because Central Michigan's Raider definitely had us covered. The energy should have been a little bit greater on that call because that was a big-time finish.
Yeah, you're always concerned health is safety first, right? But, I mean, now we can really talk about it. He's at the line. He's fine. See if he can finish this three-point play.
And he does. Clear ball comes in for Nick Mullen.
He looks great. He's jogging off.
He's good.
He's going to be giggling about that tonight in the lobby.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. We'll make sure we catch up with the Chippewa before they head on back home. They'll be going back home to the great state of Michigan today.
Getting ready for Northern Kentucky.
Getting ready for the Norse. All right, so dribble handoff at the top of the key, run out ball screen. Koenig sets the ball screen for Perkins. Perkins loves to navigate, probe, going left to right and right to left. He's equally capable of going to both. Taps his head, signals for the ball screen, steps through, kick, finds. Davion Lindner misses the three.
Johnson Jr. in the right position once again. Great rebounding acumen.
All right, so we got Adley. Gets it to Clairball. Adley, big-time point guard. We got a little curl spin action, back cut. Ooh, like that. I like what they were trying to do there. Koenig gets a deflection.
Playing a little Ivy League Princeton back cut.
Yeah, Pierce with the great block. Lefty drops it off to Koenig at the rim, misses.
Man, Piercy's got dynamic athleticism if he can just stay under control.
Fat drives it with the right hand, gets all the way to the basket, gets fouled once again, a theme that we've seen several times over. 75-53, 3:30 left in this ball game here at the Showdown in St. Pete. We'll be back after this.
Let's make every day a beach day. Let's induce some serious vacation envy. Let's make it look like we've done this before. Let's reconnect. Let's get it fresh from the Gulf. Let's shine in St. Pete Clearwater.
Eckerd is a college like no other. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
Coppin State isn't just a name, it's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want to be? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
All right, we are back. 75-53. If you're playing the dollar game, 8 would be the number, 8 would be the winner. If you're playing other games that may originate out of a desert in Nevada, we're at 128. Busted out my abacus to be able to deliver that to you. Sources tell me 142 may be a magical number. Who knows? We'll see.
Fat ready to add on to his total, having a nice game with 13 so far. Plus, he's got 5 rebounds and 4 assists.
And as on cue, the announcer jinx.
Announcer jinxing a 22-point game, Beeman. Cut me some slack.
I mean, as soon as you said it, he missed. I got to address it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be jinxing everybody tomorrow, too.
All 4,000 people watching right now saw it with their own eyes. All right, Fat
He's
Brooks
back.
makes the second. He's back.
Words of encouragement.
Yes. As Ashford checks in for Will Ashford for Fat Brooks. All right, ball gets inbounded to Perkins right here next to us. He's coming downhill. Drive kick to Saunders. Hand off. Hall has it. Looking for a back cut. Maybe not. Pick, roll. Opposite skip. 4-3. Nope.
Yeah, Davion Leidner in the game now. He's only played 4 minutes, getting an extended opportunity here for the Eagles.
Yeah, great.
Number 23.
Up ahead outlet by Ashford, but Coppin State's got the ball. 23 drops it off. Gets to Hall. Gets blocked again by Clairball.
Clairball's like, let's take the air out of this damn basketball.
Yeah, very patient. Again, I can't understate it enough. Those are things that don't pop up in the stat sheet, but when you're a patient, big, that's a value. That's a value. That comes with experience. That comes with coaching. Gardner
more Chippewa
swivels
back
the hips, takes Perkins down low. Hall, active hands.
Good cut.
Cut, miss. Gardner rebound, lay, miss.
Wow.
Another lay, gets another opportunity at the basket, makes it this time.
Yeah, Coppin State looks gassed on the rebound.
Yeah, you gotta compete a little bit harder on the glass. That's not gonna cut it. Left to right crossover by Perkins, drops it off to Hall. Shot fake, finish, and it's good.
Hall off the glass.
Again, Hall is the type of guy that knows how to use angles and leverage to get his look at the rim.
Yeah, that's terrific footwork to create that reverse angle.
Hand check foul. We're going to be going to the line. Gardner will be shooting. It's
double bonus now for both teams.
Yeah, double bonus. So again, Coppin State does have a couple injuries. You can see on the broadcast, you got some guys sitting there on the bench wearing their travel suits. Got a couple guys with knee braces. As the season goes on and they get to be in their home confines a little bit more, I think they'll get a little bit more healthy, have a little bit more depth, and that'll definitely impact their team.
And they've got breakfast with us again tomorrow, and they got the mighty Jaguars from Mobile ready to take on Coppin. So they've got to figure out their preferred combos for tomorrow morning.
Thanks for pointing that out, Rocco. We'll be back here again tomorrow, 11 a.m. at the Showdown in St. Pete.
1 full hour before any college football game starts, so we expect everybody
tune
for
in.
The first half.
You're sitting on your couch, you ain't got nothing else going on. Tune in and check us out, South Alabama, Central Coppin State. Jackson Whitaker gets the kick-out pass. Gardner's got it inside. Ooh, nice give and go on the cut, but misses it at the rim. As Piercy almost
got away
carried,
with
but
I think he did, but it's okay.
Well, they didn't call it. It don't count.
Correct,
Gets
sir.
fouled going to the rim.
Doesn't show up in synergy, right?
That's it. If the ref didn't hit the whistle, it didn't happen. If a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it type of situation.
Kind of was. Andy Bronkema having a good laugh with the refs, probably about that if I had to guess.
Coppin State 13 for 16 from the free throw line. Let's see if the announcer jinx sticks here, and it's no
a jinx.
good.
It's a jinx.
Look.
Now we're even.
We're definitely even. I just needed to see if the power bestowed upon me did transfer, if it was a real thing, and turns out it is. So I ain't gonna say nothing here.
No, didn't matter.
It had nothing to do with me. I have been acquitted of all wrongdoing. All right, Saunders has got the ball, picking up full as Gardner brings it. Little trap coming from behind. Perkins calls it off. Ashford driving. So steal by Percy, who's just been playing hard the entire game. I really love his motor.
Yeah, Percy's playing really hard.
He wants that PT. He wants extra playing time. I think he's going to earn it. Coach Stewart will reward guys like him that are just scrappy and going to give everything they got. Jackson Whitaker drive, kick to Johnson, clean look for three. All good, pumps his fist. That's the look of a satisfied shooter, knowing he worked on that thing.
1 minute
Absolutely.
remaining.
Nice stroke. Getting this margin up to 25. Again, that matters for all their power rankings.
Johnson, drive, kick. Ball does not hit the deck as it gets to the corner. Brooks misses. Rebound by Saunders as we're under a minute to go. And the Showdown in St. Pete, second day of action. Jamari's got the ball at the top of the key, wants to go left. See if Ashford recognizes that.
Coach Stewart rewarding Percy here by letting the action play through him in the final minute.
Right, left cross, gets to his spot, pull up 2, it's good.
Got away with a little bit of an off-arm separation.
Just a tinge, but we let it go. 82-59 with 25 seconds to go.
And that might do it. Central doesn't have to shoot.
And they likely won't. This has been a absolutely fantastic performance by the Central Michigan Chippewa.
A much better team than the 12th best team in the MAC. That's going to be somebody else.
Yeah, no question. And as the clock ticks down, we're going to signal over to the sideline and grab Andy Bronchima and Nathan Clairbaugh,
our player of the game, 20 points and 11 rebounds.
Nathan Clairbaugh and Andy Bronchima. We're going to grab them, or we're going to stay here with you guys.
We're going to switch sides.
We appreciate you joining us for day 2 of the Showdown in St. Pete. We hope to see you again tomorrow for day 3 at 11 a.m. where Coppin State will face off against the South Alabama Jaguars.
Voila, just like that, we're on the other side of the table. Make it a little bit easier for us.
Eddie. He's coming in 20 seconds.
Yeah, Coach Bronchima is going to address his squad right quick.
Yeah, we'll have Nathan Clairbaugh with us as a player of the game, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Coach has a tradition here after the game that he needs to do at half court. We respect the heck out of that. This guy's won a ton of games in his coaching career, and it's only going to continue in action for the Chippewas. Congratulations, Coach. Thanks
Coach,
for joining
congratulations.
us.
Go ahead and pop that on. We'll have you on first.
We'll have you in just a minute.
If you want to take a
Thanks,
peek
Nathan.
at
Good
the
game.
box score. Coach Bronco, great job today. You guys were in control of this thing the whole way. Talk a little bit about your squad, man. What'd you like out there?
I thought we played hard both times in the tournament. Came up with the victory today. Yesterday we didn't. Maybe made a few more plays, but I was just happy with the way we played. We competed. That's been something that we've been talking about, and I've seen a lot of growth there. So you saw different guys step up, right? Different guys step up, and Nate had a heck of a 2 games. But we take what they give you, and the guys work together. So really proud of Nate. We've been together a long time, and he had two great games in a row.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we had Fat Brooks scoring 14 today. Got a chance to really showcase his skills more than yesterday because he had all the zone looks yesterday. Maybe talk a little bit about what Fat brings to the table for your program and what we can expect going forward.
Yeah, those expectations, what I'll share with you is they're internal. Fat's a young basketball player.
Yeah.
And, he's a combo guard. We got him running point guard a lot, and he's really good at a lot of things. So he brings value in so many ways that don't show up, on the box score. And that's what we're focused on. And it's hard because, everybody's asking about Fat. And,
right.
and the expectations, he's earned those too. And he's the type of player that wants it. At the same time, we're really committed, to investing in his development and letting him be himself, go through some mistakes, and, coach him up, hold him accountable, and see him grow. So you saw growth today, and this was a good matchup for him too. You spoke about it, but he had a role in that last game. And when it's a 2-point game, everybody has a role where if you make one more play in the game, we win it, right? And it maybe wasn't the full court, where he's shining, all right, but, he had a chance to make some plays. So the great thing of this long-winded answer is he came back the next day and had a great game, and he really competed.
What did you learn about your team here in St. Petersburg that you didn't know before you got here?
We're so into practice. We think we know a lot about our team, right? But really it's just the combinations and the rotation that we want to play. And that changes game to game, too. With when you go a little deeper, you have to see who's rolling and what the matchups are. But we're learning every day, so maybe about the rotations and the combinations that we played. But two different styles and 2 different days, I think it prepared us well.
Coach, good luck against Northern Kentucky in your next matchup. Travel safely back home, and thank you so much for coming to the Showdown in St. Pete.
Thanks for doing this. We were happy to be here, and it was a great challenge for us, so thank you.
It was our pleasure. I really enjoyed watching your team and the way you guys coach. It was a treat.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks so much. All right,
Congratulations.
Let's
Hey, talk to this guy, right?
Yeah. Let's hand it off to the player of the game.
The real star here.
Go ahead, pop that thing on there, Nathan. Nathan, first thing I want to point out, man, I'm really impressed with your patience on both ends. Defensively, you're patient. You don't just leap at every shot fake. You keep your feet down. Offensively, you're patient. Talk a little bit about your development as a player leading all the way up to this point.
So, I mean, that's just something we practice every day. Every day we're talking about patience in the post, staying on my feet. You know, I'm taller than a lot of people, so people are going to try and get me up in the air, and that's just something I gotta stay down on and know that I got height over everybody, and just use that to my advantage.
Did you enjoy today's matchup a little bit more than all the zone stuff you had to go up against yesterday?
Yeah, today was a little bit more fun. Just being able to play in the post, my back to the basket, what I like to do. So got a lot of post feeds, was able to do that and score pretty successfully.
You had a beautiful shot fake late in the game where two guys went flying and then you finished.
Yes, sir.
Is that something, I mean, just from playing myself, but is that something you have to remind yourself, hey, I should shot fake more? That stuff really works.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's a great move. You know, people are going to try and block my shot. So, you know, you get that shot fake and then I'm taller than everybody, so I get them on their feet. I can go up and finish right over top. So.
What are you looking forward to the most as the season goes forward? I mean, you guys got a chance to come and bond here in St. Petersburg. Yep. You get 4, 5, 6 days off before Northern Kentucky, and then you have the MAC. What do you know, individually or team-wise, what would you share on what you're looking forward to the most?
I'm just looking forward to see us grow as a team. This is the first year we're all together. Coming from the Division II level, just being able to compete at the Division I level here is just something that I've really been wanting to do. And it's just something I'm really looking forward to going forward.
Well, I got news for you. I don't care what level you're playing at. You're a damn good player. You got great, as I said, patience, but you also got great skill. Catching some of those passes weren't all bounce passes. We got some lobs, got some rifled passes in there.
Sir.
You saw the ball into your hands, finishing with 20 points today. You're going to be an impact player. Keep building on this progress, but don't relax because people saw it. The scouting report's going to change just a little bit more.
Sir.
But let's dispel all those thoughts about D2, D1. You're a damn good player. Don't matter what level you're at, man. I'm excited to watch your progress as the season goes on.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
very much.
Thanks so much,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Anything you want to say to folks back home?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hope you're watching. That's
I'm
what
sure
I'll
they
say.
are, man. All right, thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you to the
Congratulations.
4,000-plus people that were streaming simultaneously at this moment here at the Showdown at St. Pete at Eckerd College. This event powered by Athlete Advantage. We'll be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m., right here at the McArthur Center. My name is Nemo Midvar. This is Rocco Miller.
Thank you for joining us.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.